Hello, welcome to my talk. My name is Joseph Mbele. I'm a Tanzanian. I teach here at St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota. I've been here in the English department since 1991. And before that, I taught at the University of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, my country, from 1976 in the literature department. So I've been here at St. Olaf College 33 years now, and I teach courses in literature from around the world as well as folklore. And outside the classroom, I'm a cultural consultant. I help mostly Africans and Americans navigate cultural differences. Yes, I'm a cultural consultant. I enjoy very much working with Americans and Africans, helping to sort out misunderstandings and conflicts and all kinds of things that happen that stem from cultural differences. That's another story for another day. But for today, I want to talk about using my book in the classroom. Using my book in the classroom sounds like a very simple topic, non-problematic, but as a teacher who really thinks about what I'm doing, a teacher who thinks about the ethics of teaching, a teacher who is really committed to the profession. There is no matter that is too small to consider. No matter. So I'm going to talk about using my book in the classroom. And I'm talking about this book specifically, Matengo Folktales. A book that I published in the year 1999, self-published 1999. I worked on this book for many years, starting in the middle 70s with the recording of tales from my culture, traditional tales, folk tales from my culture, recording them, and I spent many years after that translating some of them into English, translating them, revising the translations, writing commentaries on each of them, and revising the commentaries. I worked very hard. Definitely not every day, but I was thinking about this project almost all the time. Even when I was not writing. Sometimes I would put off the project, do some other things, but it was always at the back of my mind. And so 1999, after about 23 years, I published this book. After about 23 years. So I really put my energy, my mind, my everything in the project. And in my teaching, I have, of course, been using all kinds of books, teaching folklore from different parts of the world. from ancient times to the present, different genres of folklore, different forms of folklore, especially narratives, like tales and myths and legends and epics. At the back of my mind, I thought I needed to use my book because on the one hand, it contains the best ideas I have about the folk tale, about storytelling. This book embodies what I really know about folk tales. And so on the one hand, it seemed logical, necessary perhaps, that I should use this book in my classroom in order to give my students my best ideas. And as a teacher, I'm obliged to do that. I feel I'm obliged to do the best I can for my students. But I hesitated. I did not use this book for ethical reasons. Yes, I felt very strongly for years that recommending my own book for my classes was not appropriate because as a writer, as a published writer, we know that books sell, and we know that we get royalties. It's not much money at all. If a book is sold for, say, $15, you might get $1 or $2. About 10% of the sale. That's what you get. But I didn't want to get involved in that way because it would amount to profiting, using students. And it didn't seem, ethical at all. I shouldn't use my position as a teacher for my own benefit. No. Even if I were to make only $1 in a year out of using my own books, I would not do it because that $1 would not be, rightfully, acquired. The whole thing would be unethical, so I hesitated. So on the one hand, I knew this book would be the best resource for my students in my teaching of folk tales. It represents my best ideas. And then on the other hand, it would be unethical to get my students to buy this book and then I collect the royalties. Even if it's only $2 a year, it would be unethical. So I didn't use my book. Years went by, and I realized there were professors in other universities and colleges, some universities and colleges here in the USA, who were using that book. Colorado College, Wichita State University, College of St. Benedict and St. John in the middle part of Minnesota. There was even a professor at St. Olaf College, my college, who used it. So that complicated matters for me. because those other professors, found the usefulness of the book. And here I am, not wanting to use it because of ethical considerations, not wanting to use students for my own benefit, no matter how slight that benefit might be. I was caught in a dilemma. But eventually, through a lot of thinking, I thought about this issue very much. And then I came to conclude that I should use the book, and that I should tell the students at the beginning of the semester that we're going to use my book. Buy it. We will use it, because that way you are getting the best ideas that I have about folk tales. I can, because I did the research, I did the thinking, about this particular tradition, I can answer your questions effectively about any kind of dimension of the tradition of storytelling, the nature of storytelling, the performance, of stories, the functions of these stories, the meanings, challenges of translating folk tales, challenges of transcribing folk tales. So I told my students, using this book, I will be giving you the best knowledge that I can. However, I was telling the students, and I have been telling the students, that after we are done using the book, at the end of the course, at the end of the semester, if you don't want to keep the book, return it to me, and I'll give you back all your money. Yes, buy the book, let's use it at the end of the course. If you don't want to keep the book, give it to me, I'll give you all your money back. Having reached this conclusion, I began to feel very comfortable. I realized I had solved the ethical problem, and I've been very happy ever since. Very happy. Now, what's been most interesting is that I tell the students at the beginning of the semester why we're using my book, and that they should buy it, and that at the end of the semester, if they want, they can give it back to me, and I'll give them the money. I don't remember a single student who has returned the book. I don't remember a single student, year in, year out. They buy the book, we use it, they choose to keep it. But again, I'm very comfortable. My conscience is clear. And for me, as a teacher, there's a high priority to be ethical, to follow the standards, and in this case, the ethical standards of the profession. I have addressed this issue in other videos. In fact, there is a video in Swahili, and I will have the link below this video here. You can look under this video. There will be a link to that video. In Swahili, it's titled Wajibu na Maadili ya Walimu, the duties and ethical considerations of teaching. So that's my story about using my own book in the classroom. I wanted to share it because it means a lot to me, And I'm happy that I came to this decision, that I resolved a dilemma that was haunting me. I'm now happy I used the book, and I will not mind using other books that I write, but it will be, you know, um, in the same way, in terms of making it clear to the students why I'm using my book, and giving them the option and reminding them exactly, definitely, of the option to return the book so that I can give them their money. So I have a lot of peace of mind in regard to this question, and so I just wanted to share this little commentary, if you like, and I welcome you once again to my channel. There will be videos about all kinds of topics, especially on issues such as globalization, education, culture, and writing. That's it for today. Have a very nice day.